What is going on, everybody? I am back again. Sorry for being away again, but it is finally time to do Hitman Blood Money again. I have only done the first 3 levels last time, not counting the tutorial, and I'm gonna redo the first 3 levels because most of them I have new strategies for anyway. Um, I'm not gonna redo the tutorial because I have nothing more to add to it. So, let's get started with mission number 1. We are gonna play on Pro. A vintage year. Sorry about my squeaky chair. I gotta try not to move.
Yeah,
Rick Henderson, first edition.
he's expecting you. This way.
Rick Henderson. I've been looking forward to this.
As have I, Mr. Alexander.
Don't let's stand on ceremony. Call me Jack.
Rick.
Make yourself comfortable, Rick. I'll be right with you. I admire your work. Real journalism.
Thanks. I thought we'd start with your thoughts on the White House attack. Then discuss your tenure as director of the FBI, post-retirement reflections, whatever, and...
Rick.
Or if you want to sound off on politics...
Rick. My apologies. This interview about me is just a cover for a more sensitive story. I'm sorry to have lured you here under false pretenses, but I couldn't risk a leak.
I'm not sure I understand.
Don't worry. It's the scoop of the century.
If I had a dime for every time I heard that...
Listen, please. It begins with a little incident at a vineyard in Chile that caught my eye some time ago. This was a family business. Fernando Delgado and his son Manuel. Well-liked, hard-working men. Have a look at the folder.
Alright, let's get this started. We have 2 targets.
Your next target's in Chile. His name is Fernando
And
Delgado.
we're not gonna bring any weapons. Just start the mission. So this strategy is different than the one I did before. But as per usual, we will be getting Silent Assassin. Turn around. Around the corner. And now get in here. Walk. And then sneak once you're up to the front of the crate. That way you can sedate this worker before he walks away. Drag him over here. Put on his uniform. And hide him. This guy also does tours through the wine cellar. And now that we've taken him out, the tour will never happen. Which is absolutely essential for this strategy. So we're going to enter the wine cellar. And we're going to go in here to this little desk area. Go ahead and open the lid on this container. So that's our first target, Manuel. We're not going to get him yet, though. You could probably try, but it would be a little tricky. So what we're going to do is set things up so that we can get him. So this guard right here, we gotta get rid of him. There is another one right here, but him we can avoid. Just stand still. Don't move, because you'll trigger him to move early, and that'll probably mess up his timing. The other guard, he is going to get drowned in a pool of wine. And that is one big thing about this game, is accident kills. This was new for Blood Money at the time, but an accident kill is a kill that looks like an accident, and you can basically use it to... Well, it's hard to explain, but basically if you do an accident kill, it doesn't count as an actual kill. Go ahead and drown him in there. What's nice about accident kills is that A, if the body gets found, it doesn't count against you, and B, you can do it on anyone, even non-targets. So that's why I did it to that guard. So go up the stair, go the way I'm going, and then there's a drain pipe right here. Now, before we climb up all the way, we need to wait for a guard over by that railing to show up, because we do not want him to see us. So there he is. Here we go, through the window. And as soon as we're in here, our first target, Fernando Delgado, is going to be going to his balcony for a smoke. And we're going to do another accident kill. Just make sure not to get caught. Don't worry about that guard. He's on the couch. He's sleeping. Very carefully backtrack. And now we will return to the wine cellar and await for Manuel. I'm going to get our fiber wire ready. And so when it comes to kills in this game, if you do an accident kill, which usually involves just pushing or throwing someone off of a rail, it's okay if the body is found. However, if you do a regular kill by using the fiber wire or shooting them in the head or something, you cannot allow the body to be found. And that's what's going to happen here, is that we're going to fiber wire Manuel, and we need to hide his body. So we're basically just waiting for him to come back to this desk. And we also need to be mindful of that guard who walks over here. So what should happen is that Manuel comes over, and then the guard is going to come over, and as soon as the guard walks away, we're going to get Manuel. Yep, so that's as long as you didn't interrupt him earlier by making him move early, this is what should happen. So don't worry, the fiber wire is completely silent. So, fiber wire Manuel once the guard is gone, and then hide his body. And now, before we escape, we absolutely have to put our suit back on. That is a requirement in this game. If you want to get Silent Assassin, you absolutely have to escape the mission with your suit on. Otherwise, you'll have to pay an expense for not getting it back. In addition to that, you also will not get Silent Assassin. There are other complications to Silent Assassin in this game, but I'll go over them as we go along. But for this mission, the biggie is getting your suit back on. But thankfully, we have a nice, convenient way down to the exit. And then just go ahead and run by. Ignore anyone who tries to stop you. We will escape. The guards are just going to tell us to leave. It's not going to be an issue unless they start shooting at us, but we will be long gone before they even think about shooting at us. So yes, there you go. That gives you Silent Assassin on Pro. And we also did not gain any notoriety. Notoriety is gained if you get caught on camera or there are witnesses and you don't get rid of them. It's not really going to affect the game that much, to be honest. But we will be avoiding it, and I'll explain it better as we go through the game. So there we go. A nice Silent Assassin. Alrighty, so that takes care of this mission. I'll see you next time for the next one.